Hello everybody, it's XA44, and welcome to Blight Dream. Sorry I messed that one up a little bit. Blight Dream, yes. And I'll get the mouse on screen. Summing up what wasn't in my main notebook, but was written in my second notebook, for first-year researchers, people who I've met in my blank year, and is carefully hiding it. Also, while looking at daffodils, a strange piece of memory crossed my mind with such force, it felt like my head was splitting. This seems to be connected to a book of paintings called The Mirror World, also in the drawer, but I don't like my head splitting, so I'm not eager to test things out. Also, similarly, for some reason, the key to the bedroom is in my drawer. Sure, our parents' bedroom is just an unused room now, but I wonder why that is. Sure, there's something meant his key. It's not in the notebook, but I'm sure it means something that the past me put in this drawer. I wonder, is there something in the bedroom? Alright, maybe I'll go to the bedroom tomorrow. No need to write it in a notebook. I'll notice if I put it in my pocket. And maybe there's also some meaning to how I didn't write about it in a notebook. Reobtained the bedroom key. Thankfully. If it wasn't obvious, yes, if you write it down, the key gets taken away. And yeah, you lose progress. I don't know why there was so many save files. I think it's something to do with the game engine, but anyway, God, that's a lot of save files. Because there was literally no possible way to use up that many save slots. One day, a little while after beginning to keep a memory notebook, here we go. This is what I want to start the episode off on. Last episode was 27 minutes, so sorry for not getting to, this starting point. But it's fine. Experience is all the same. It was a pretty poster. I'll end up finishing the game in this episode, though, then. And it's a bit for a painter, I guess, but it draws me in somehow. This isn't that painting, are you? God. What was, well, maybe interested. I was just looking at it and thought it was pretty. I see. Well, work is abstract for sure. Or her work is abstract for sure. But those with the taste for it can understand its unusual charms. You should have a good eye. Okay, also something I'd like to point out. The painting. I'm not sure if it actually is or not, but I'm pretty sure it is the title screen of Blight Dream. Because that's the only place that there is such a, thing, and it would be, pretty interesting little connection, and that would make the most sense, thematically, so headcanon if not. You must have a good eye. Yes, indeed. Why did this person suddenly wake up? Doesn't feel like he knows me. Oh, don't think I'm suspicious or anything. I'm a painter here. Humble would-be painter. Ever heard of Shinchi Horahata? I'm not knowledgeable about that kind of thing. Aha! I wouldn't expect it. I'm not that famous after all. I'm just a multi-millionaire. Would you like a ride on my mysterious, definitely not a murder yacht later? But that painting is a piece. That painter of that piece you were looking at, Monsieur Sui. I was her teacher once. I was her teacher once. I was, well, amazing, don't you agree? Oh, wow. She has a bit of a past. She even suffered memory loss because of it. Memory loss? Perhaps that's why. It's why her heart has such an allure. That's just how I feel. Or perhaps she was in some alternate plane where she got attacked by some evil spirit and had to find mirrors and there's something like that potentially. But it's probably just memory loss just by itself. It's not like the most famous of their paintings is something that was directly seen in Blight Dream. No, not at all. as if sucking viewers deep, deep down into a swamp with no bottom. It has that strange sense of transcendence. Oh, yes, I was on my way to the hospital. I tend to lose myself when I talk about dog. Sorry for rambling at you. If you're an interest in her, in Miss Monsieur's art, let's speak again. A painter with memory loss. Is that why I found her art so pretty? Because she carried a similar anguish. Did I feel unconscious, or did I unconsciously feel something from that painting? Yes, what you were feeling was friendship. Something I would like to say that's very disappointing about this game. There is no more unique character models. It's literally generic male, generic female, and this girl, along with her brother and herself. It's kind of sad, but whatever. Oh, please. Oh, yeah. Hello. You've come to visit? Yeah, just dropping by. Just while I was here. Thanks. You visited 2 days ago too, right? I'm happy you keep visiting. I told you. It's just while I'm at it. You know, don't get the wrong idea, but baka, cough, cough. But isn't today a weekend? You don't have to go to school. It's fine. Nothing fun about school. And when I get to the hospital, I get a whole day off. Or when I go to the hospital, I get the whole day off. Yes, I'm very good at speaking. Why am I fading into that? That's the wrong voice. Something else. Anyway, I've heard you've been befriending this painter named Kinohara. That she told me. Oh, yes. I heard he was Mrs. Mashiro's art teacher. Wait. What? I don't know how that works. Is that even married? Did Mashiro get married? I'd be happy. I hope she did. He also told me a lot about her work. It's a lot to write down in notebooks, but it's been fun filling up some time. Mashiro Usui. Mashiro Usui, eh? Oh, right. Mirai. I'm going to see Mrs. Mashiro's next exhibit. Mr. Hirosho and my brother are coming along. God, the names in this game are so much harder to say, but yeah. But if you like, would you come too? There'll be lots of beautiful paintings. Huh, another exhibit. I don't know about that stuff, but, well, I don't know much either. What do you think? Not interested? If you don't want to, then... Hey, I didn't say no, did I? Baka? Guess I've got no choice. I'll go too. I'm bored anyway. Really? I'm really excited to go out with a friend. Friend? Huh? But hey, I like you too. But sure, that's what's fun about it. Or, not sure what's fun about hanging out with a bad kid like me, though. You are what got me to start my memory notebook, Mirai. Well, if you say so. God, it's so hard to transition between voices in this game. Aren't you? You've lightened up lately. It's all thanks to the memory notebook. You taught me to keep... Miss Tashi. I found people to talk to, and I've gotten things to look forward to. Maybe I'm managing to cope with this. That's great. Energy's going a lot better too, so I bet you can be out of the hospital soon. Really? Seems the injury has been steadily healing in the past few months. While you're doing well mentally. That should be a relief to your brother. Yes, it is. I was really worried for a while there. Thank you so much. I don't know why I'm starting to try and do a Joey Wheeler impression with this voice, though. Those three. Even after acquiring my memory disorder, I was still able to meet so many new people. My brother was no longer my only ally. It wasn't easy writing every little thing that happened during the day each night. But it was great that I could start my days reading over such fulfilling memory entries. I really want there to be a third game in this series, because, like, you could totally do it, and you could continue with the theme and have a person with memory loss, and also connect it with the whole theme of, oh, Mashiru passed on things from the first game with art, then this character could definitely pass it on with writing, and you could definitely make it a trilogy. And everyone knows if something is trilogy, that means it's truly 100% perfect. But that's why it was so scary. All of these people and events, precious days I was slowly building up. If this notebook were lost, they'll be gone forever in an instant. Just one small thing. If just by some mistake this notebook got lost, then I would never. I didn't have to explicitly write down these fears, but I'm sure yesterday's me and earlier's me had the same unease before going to sleep. Okay, never mind with my earlier statement about the painting. Monsieur Usui's art exhibit. So this is many of Monsieur's paintings. Most of the ones I don't even know yet. Make sure to write down impressions. My notebook so I don't forget what I see. Blowing flower. Ah, you don't get to see. Ah, sad. Yep, talking to the painter. 1,000 stones. Lake. Lake. Gee, I wonder what this one could possibly be of. I don't know how to put this, but there's still sure a lot of strange paintings, especially that flower painting in the back. Didn't really get it. How about you? Oh, okay, so I'm not sure what the important one. Cracked smile. Gee, I wonder what this could possibly be. Out of all the things in Blank Dream, I wonder, where did we see a cracked smile that had some weird paint-like thing similar to empty 16 years. Life and death. Oh, not here. That is not the thing that we go to. I guess we go to this thing? Monsieur Sui, artist, age 28. A female artist, granddaughter of the famous painter Ryozu Isui, known for an abstract, fantastical style. Once attempted suicide in her past, which caused her memory loss. She began working in art around the same time, so she had recently received little practice as an artist, but many suspect the experience is an influence. But they know that none of them know who they actually picked it up from, which that's really sad, especially because Mishiro herself also never learns that it was Yato. He was the one who did it all. Actually, technically she would know because it was mentioned at the very end. So slightly less sad, but man, I really great to remember. What was that my imagination? But what's this sense of uneasiness? And a very familiar painting here, which is something that I would like to point out because I'm not 100% certain, but I'm fairly certain that that was the one thing that one crazy artist man was painting in Blank Dream, in the room at the top where you gave the guys 3 paints. I'm almost 100% certain, especially since it's purple, which is blue and red, which this is blood, meaning the blood that you actually gave him, and then the black. So I'm fairly certain this is, if not exact, a slightly altered interpretation of said painting. So the fact that this one was not actually Mashiro's creation, because everything in the mirror world was Mashiro's creation, and that this was created by an evil spirit, that is why it's having spoilers influence on certain characters in this story. Blight, this is myself and my regret. Every night I mourn my mistakes and think of my lost past. If it's looked like a disgraceful, ugly thing, the meaning of daffodils is undying. They bear poisonous berries, just as I bear my regret. And so I leave it here, by way of my precious book. By way of my precious book. So, God, so this is like so many double meanings within this short little thing. Because, you know, mistakes that they're mourning. Gee, something that they could be mourning from that segment of Blight Dream. Oh yeah, the painting that they it's just yeah. Yeah, I think you get the connection. A terrifying, overcoming feeling of regret towards the memory loss induced from the painting. Yes, losing memories is a terrifying thing. That emotion is displayed bare, burning itself into the viewer's eyes and mind. Feels like my pain is understood. Only those with memory loss can understand the power of this painting. At the same time, the question of what to do with this suffering, I feel like I see an answer. People can put such emotion towards things which they've lost, that no longer exist. They leave it in a heavy, venomous, beautiful form. In other words, sorrow of loss is an eternal poison which stays with people forever, is what this painting is saying. I see. If my mind can't remember the days, the people, I can just etch them in, not into any notebook, but into myself, with poison. Yeah, so I think you all see what's going on now. So that was a very long time. So no, that was only 16 minutes. So we've got a little bit longer. Um, though I might end this episode here. No, I said I would finish the game this episode. If that ends up being half an hour long, it'll be half an hour long. I wonder what it is that prompts me to remember the past. Joe was the old man who told me about Miss Mashiro's art. After that, I started writing lots and lots about my days in my memory notebook. It was a lot of fun. But that's what made me so uneasy about being unable to keep memories in my mind. Later, I went to see Miss Mashiro's art, and there, I saw that painting. My head hurts, and my chair is squeaking a lot. Why? Why does my head hurt so much when I try to remember? I think I must have seen that painting and realized a way I could keep memories, even while having a memory disorder. The terrifying regret and sadness toward my memory. In that painting, I felt it, and just one step away. I can't remember that one last step. But what's there is so important. I shouldn't rush. Was I able to remember all of this on my own power? No memory notebook, which means my memories remain. Seeing that painting and realizing a way to keep my memories, the memory must still be there. I shouldn't rush. It's just one last step. And that's all might allow me to remember itself. See yesterday's memory entry. Oh, bloody hell. Yep. Um, yep. Uh, I'm fairly certain that is not actually legible Japanese at all. Doesn't mean anything to me. Yesterday's me was just yesterday's me. Doesn't matter to today's me. I'll get back my memory of that blank period. Something's in my pocket. This is the key to our parents' bedroom. Remember if I go there, the last blank. Begin search, part 3. One last clue. Stay in your room today. Said you should stay put in your room today. I'm thirsty. Somewhere to the living room. Get something to drink. Ah, well, wait in your room, I'll bring it. Did I do that correct? Okay, so Yeah, I think I messed this up because I sent him to get water, which would. Is there anything in the living room I could use to lower his guard? God, I don't remember this. What in this room could? Cook. So, if this all goes well, you buy some time. It feels like I'm making this choice. I advance the story in a big way. Start cooking. And also, I do not believe that this game has any alternate endings. So... Why are you here? Why are you so flustered about? Can't you see I'm just cooking? When did you start doing that? I don't know, a while ago. Because we just passed by each other. Oh well. I can make it. You should go back to your room. What are you talking about? I'm in the middle of it. So just let me do it today. Right, sorry. Looks like you won't force me to stop. This is my chance. If I just get you away from here, I can investigate the bedroom. Hey you, could you buy me some soy sauce? I want to use it as I don't have enough. It's a big deal, you just don't know because you don't cook, but what? It's just a trip to the supermarket, right? I have my hands full here, and I know you can't take my place. Or is there some reason why you have to stay here and watch me? What are you talking about? There'd be no reason for that, boy. You're strange. I've got it. Soy sauce, eh? I'll go get it for you right away. So you just keep uncooking. Stay right here. See, yep, Some. See what? But I'm sure it'll come back quickly. That was my only opportunity. If I see a bedroom, I'm sure there's a piece of my memory there. Parents' bedroom, but now it's just an unused room. Go inside, enter. Go inside, enter. All the handles don't have too much dust on them. Once you open it, there's no turning back. Still open the closet. There's nothing inside the closet except for sitting unnaturally at the bottom, a dull-bladed, rusty fruit knife. Rust? Are you sure that's rust and not blood? This knife. I've seen it. Rusty fruit knife. This knife was. One month ago. Oh, I love this part. Well, I mean, this is the ending. I love the ending to these games. Bloody hell. Sorrow of loss is an eternal poison which stays with people forever. I see. If my mind can't remember the days, the people, I can just etch them in. Not into any notebook, but into myself with poison. Sunlight. See Serial murders are scary stuff. 2 people dead in just a few days? And of all people, the Tanashi and that painter, people we know are getting killed. It's just, I don't know what's going on. You gotta be careful, I mean it. This hospital might be bad news. Michiro, you listening? Mirai, I'd never forget them. I'll never forget them. Masashi, or Mr. Rosha. Yeah, you got it in that notebook. No, not like that. The 2 of them live on my heart as a poison that'll heal. I've realized something. There was a way to not forget people even without my notebook. So, I'm not scared anymore. I don't have to fear losing my notebook now. The painting, Blight, taught me that. Now, the sorrow of loss is a poison that stays with people forever. That's right. The hole of my heart condemns me. The eyes that looked at me won't leave my head. Voices screaming at me. I'll always hear. Feeling of their lives draining stays on me. Why did it come to this? If they're now going back, those regrets torture me. I'm crying every night. Miss Tashi and Mr. Hirocho won't come back. It hurts so much. It's no longer just memory, I'm sure. It's trauma. It won't leave my mind after a night's sleep. I want to throw up. I want it erased. I want to go back to the past and undo it. Each time, I truly feel it. Yes, these people. They're living on in me as poison. Then you don't regret it? Sorry, I'm not doing the voices properly, but whatever. Killing the 2 of them? I do. I've played out so much transitioning voices. This is the most a protagonist ever speaks. I do regret it. Which is why I don't regret it. Michiru, I don't want to forget you either, Mirai. After all, you're my friend, Mirai. Please, last forever in me. What the hell? Why did you get this way, Michiru? You were copying, using your notebooks, you found some new interests? That's one of Michiru's paintings. Or what's one of Michiru's paintings mean to do that? You looked like you were having the time of your life. You're right. I did enjoy it. And so, I never wanted to lose it. Those memories did deserve to just be words on a flimsy piece of paper. Don't disappear on me. You can't leave my memories Mirai. You should know, Michiru. I got a sickness. Something modern medicine can't cure. I'll die before I'm all that old. That's why I got abandoned as a baby. I'm living with the help of an orphanage now. God, why can't I say that bloody word? That's why I'm a punk and with dyed hair who doesn't go to school much, no friends either, because nobody needs me. No matter what I do, I'm just gonna die soon. Seems like there's no point. Except, here at this hospital, you ever came to your disorder just to come talk to me. Every time I've popped into your room since, you've looked super glad, and you invited me to that exhibit. All that made me pretty happy. I might not care about myself, but I was happy to be needed by somebody. So, if you'll be satisfied killing me here, then sure, whatever. Maybe I'd stay in people's memories better that way versus dying alone from illness. But, it's a blight, yeah? Huh? Ain't you suffering? You don't really want to keep pain like that around forever. It's the fun times you don't want to forget, right? So, is there really a point? You're just gonna forget the fun stuff and keep the pain with you forever? Sheesh, for real. I ain't gonna stop you. Do what you want. If you want to kill me, do that. I won't resist. But if it makes you suffer that much, I think the notebook's a better choice. What'll it be, Mature? I'm not wrong. This is the only way to keep those memories. I am not wrong. Continue our ongoing report of murder. Massive serial murders. There have been a total of 3 victims within the past months, yet the case remains shrouded in mystery. Other than all the victims being either patients or employees at the hospital, there have been few clues as to. You? Achiro, why are you in this room? Because I have something in my eye. Can't bloody read. You. God, my eye. Why is it suddenly burning? Why does this keep happening? Well then, we gotta put you back to sleep. It'll be a real problem if you remember the truth, Michiru. It's okay, Michiru. Whatever I do, you won't remember anything tomorrow. You only feel scared and hurt for a moment. I'll put you to sleep quickly. Today's bad little Michiru ends here. You. It's too late. I've remembered everything. What? I've been slowly searching each day for clues around the house. I got back my memories and I got back my memories at the hospital. These are memories I won't forget, even without my notebook. That's inconceivable. For a year now, you've been left unable to keep any memories for more than a day, right? As long as it's not in the notebook, you shouldn't be able to remember anything. My memories up till now. And what I've done. It's a reality I'd like to turn away from. And yet, I can't make it so it never happened. Listen, you. I'm going to describe to you the events I remembered at the hospital. The whole of the serial murders from start to finish. And if I'm correct, then let's end this. Alright. Go ahead, try Michiru. You won't succeed though, because I'm too strong. Yeah, whatever. See if you could tell me the truth of the year you couldn't possibly remember, because apparently this is a Phoenix Wright game now. And I just realized, this guy definitely looks like Yasab from Robotic Corporation. Let's say point here is kind of pop out, but whatever. Uncover, let's... God, this is so overdramatic. Sorry, memory disorder, car accident. Does that one even count? Right, a year ago I lost my parents in a car accident and suffered a head injury. It's that fateful day, alright, for me and you, and especially for you. That's what gave me my memory disorder. From then on, I stopped making memories. I have my head injury treated, but I was put to the hospital. But the only memories I've recalled have been between now and 2 months ago. Before that, I have no memory notebook, and probably half of those forgotten days were spent in a comatose state. Yeah, you slept for about a year after the incident, then spent another 3 months all hollow. But those aren't what's important. This case began 3 months ago. So what happened 3 months ago? Yes, I began my notebook because the nurse recommended it. To remember? Yeah. To remember who I was. The little thing is what kicked it off. 9 months after your incident, you finally started to recover. Though I fumbled with it, with this, I can make memories once more. Next 2 months ago, what happened? Another cry signal! Yes, I encountered that painting. The reason for that was the painter. I met a painter, and was captivated by Shiro's painting. My notebook really started to fill up after that. It was a very happy time. Yep, they even said you might be able to let you out soon, but that's why I feared losing my memory. I couldn't accept just a memory notebook anymore. I wanted to keep these people in my mind. So, when I saw Blight by an artist who also had memory loss, it's a message about loss being an eternal poison that hit me hard. I see. I thought you seemed somewhat odd since the day we went to that exhibit. So that one painting had that much of an effect on you. I never even considered. But right, tell me this. What happened a month ago? Serial murder! Oh, that was it. Yes. The hospital's serial murder occurred. The victims were Mr. Nacho, Mr. and people precious to me. And of course, because of the sorrows of loss, stays with you as an eternal poison. That's right. The killer in the hospital serial murders. It's the culprit, the nurse. No. The culprit, the painter, who doesn't have a face. No, the murderer, a face. The friend. That'd just be dumb. They literally just said, no. Was the culprit my brother? Everyone wants to say yes, but the answer is actually no. Was the culprit myself? I really want to see what happens if you say no. Yes, it was in fact yourself. Right. I destroyed the things I loved myself. And that pain, that poison, that sin was etched into my soul. That was it. That's what happened. That was the hospital serial murders. I remembered it all. Stop it. You have a memory disorder. You just forget things like that. You lost your mother and father, and got this disorder. I know you've tried. You can't, Miss Tanashi, who was so kind to me. Miss Nacho taught me about art, my only friend after the incident in Europe. I can't make it so it never happened. I can't. So I poisoned myself with them. But this poison will never go away. I have to carry that. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Oh, she had a greater connection to the one The reason they don't have faces isn't because the dude was lazy. The reason they don't have unique models or faces is because even with the poison, they still can't be fully remembered. Because they weren't properly treated. For the bloody memory loss. Oh my god. This game is genius. This poison will never go away. I have to carry that burden. I promise you, this is the end to all of this. No secret. So now it's your turn. Tell me what happened after the incidents. From me leaving the hospital to today. Why did I forget killing 3 people and live at home like nothing happened? I sheltered you. Just after your final criminal act, after you attacked Mirai. By chance, I went up to the hospital roof and witnessed the crime. At the time, I had no idea why you had done such a thing, but I suspected the murders were you doing. You were in a daze. You didn't look in your right mind. So I cleaned up the scene and disposed of your earlier notebook. Later, the police and reporters came along. But because of your disorder and concern for your health, you weren't questioned much. And before long, you're dismissed from the hospital. I came back home. You're still calm, but you were still spacing out, like your mind was still distant. As you said, I guess your murder surpassed your faulty memory to stay in the back of your mind. So starting then, I decided to control and cleanse your memory. Cleanse. Yes. 1. I wouldn't let you go outside or get any outside information. 2. I tried to weaken the memory of the day by putting you in a boring daily routine. 3. I observed your memory notebook and erased anything suspicious you wrote. I did that every day since you left the hospital. The murder weapon that I kept, thinking it might be found if I had discarded it. The bloody shirt from when I cleaned up, the scene at the hospital roof. The thorough research I did on the few victims to be sure the police couldn't trace you. In the end, it all backfired on me. So that was it. But that means you took on the crime of harboring me. I was desperate too. I thought you got caught. You'd lose the only family you had left, I'm sorry, Mature. I guess I just wasn't enough to satisfy you with your memory disorder. If I had been a better brother, I bet you wouldn't feel so lonely. I'm really sorry. Why did I forget? Because I took him being there for granted. I thought the memory notebook was my world and effectively my only app. But even back then, when I was comatose, didn't my brother support me? So even if I lost my notebook, wouldn't my brother always be at my side, help me as much as I needed? I should be sorry. I only thought of myself. I wasn't thinking of the others, or you. I just panicked about losing my memory. I forgot the people who supported me and brought up light on my own life. It was so foolish. It must have hurt them all. I'm so sorry. So. 3 days later. You and I choose to turn ourselves in. We don't intend to run from our crimes. Even if they were from temporary insanity, they were absolutely my crimes. But before that, you told me there was someone you wanted me to meet. This is really sad. Like, realistically, I feel like you could probably take this to court and probably could get, a conviction in which they don't go to jail, but this might be a painful place for you, but I think it's the best place. Hey, Mature. When you attacked Mirai here, I said I cleaned up the scene, but think about it. Somebody would come up here sometime. There'd be no time to escape anywhere. Well, sure. Well, I had a collaborator. Who who helped me conceal your crime. Collaborator? Wait, then why was it listed as being 3 murders? Oh yeah, she's alive. Yo. Mirai? Ain't a ghost? Yeah, but the really sad thing is, though, by the time that your character gets out of jail, there's a decent likelihood that they'll have died of their illness, and that's what makes this game really sad. But the thing that really is important from this game is just the way that it actually connects in with the themes of Blight Dream, and it very much completes the narrative of just what comes after. Like, Michiru's problems in the real world were never solved, and her memory loss would have only worsened certain things. Well, yes, certain things with her mother got better, situations like at school definitely weren't. So this is kind of, the themings of this game is just meant to explain that. That was it. She was the only one you stopped before killing. I don't know why, but I'm sure. At the last moment, maybe you realized your mistake and decided to stop. After I got shanked, I put up with my stomach hurting like hell to talk to your bro. Then, he put you to sleep and got away from the scene and took the knife with him. Then, I put on an act for the hospital peeps who came running up. Somebody stabbed me. Didn't see their face. You too, Mirai. Why? I mean, you didn't kill me, yeah? You know, word on all the people your own. You stopped short on your own. So, I wanted to help you. We're, friends and all. Okay, maybe that's a little pushing it. I had to storm the cops after that, too. Mirai. Glad. Really glad you're okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Do it again. And with that... How about that picture, Blight? Yeah. I saw it too. It's the explanation and all. Expedition? I don't know. So many double meanings. This is... just everything about the current text on screen. It's just beautiful. This is what he was talking about. I'm sure Suri definitely put it in there. The regret she felt towards her memories, the split in that she spit it all onto that painting, so she wouldn't look back anymore. So, we and you will atone for our sins and live with them. No doubt I'll continue to suffer from my poisons. Tomorrow's me will too, and the me after that. But even knowing they'll be eternal, I put them in me myself. Even if it's poison, they're precious memories. Until the day I can fully atone, these 3 months of poison will make me suffer. And I'll keep dreaming of that blight. And that was Blight Dream. So yeah, obviously, nowhere near as extravagant as Blight Dream was, but, that's just how it is. No, I don't really have all that much to say, but, enjoy the credits. Sadly, this game doesn't really get a ending painting like Blight Dream did. Nothing that sad. The game was very much far more lighthearted than Blight Dream was. Nothing in this game really hit quite as hard, but it cleaned up everything that I feel like needed to be addressed in Blight Dream, and it is still a lovely experience. While the gameplay itself is definitely lacking compared to some of the puzzles from Blight Dream, literally it's check desk, walk to item, repeat, the story definitely has enough there to, make up for it. So with that, we will be moving on to something else. I'm not sure what the next project on this channel will be after Blight Dream. It may be but likely it will probably end up being maybe some other just strange horror games that I'm, just rather quite fond of. I don't know. I actually rather did enjoy recording these. Yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I bid you adieu.